Hi guys, Neil Waterhouse. If you have a dropship business and you're not paying for your stock or your inventory using a rewards card, you're leaving money on the table. Most dropship suppliers these days do accept some kind of credit card, whether it's a Visa or an American Express card. And there's so many credit cards which offer reward points. And these reward points can be used to not just get free flights, but you can also convert them to a multitude of other things like cruises, gift cards for places like JB Hi-Fi, Myers, David Jones, etc. And from there, you can swap points for iPads, computers, televisions, and tons of other stuff. And then from there, you can sell those items for cash. Now, because the credit card market is continually changing with new offers, continuously being offered by the card companies every year and almost every month and almost sometimes every day, I get one of my team to crunch the numbers once a year and try to figure out from the multitude of cards out there which credit card will give us the most points in the next 12 months. I'll share that with you in a second. Now, if you're not familiar with calculating which cards give the best frequent flyer points, it's not as simple as you first might think. Here's a few things worth noting. First of all, we only use Qantas frequent flyer points, and of course there's many others out there, there's Virgin and a ton of other ones. But Qantas works for us, and that's what we use. To give you an idea of how much you can earn, let's say you have a dropship business doing, say, 50k per month. Over 12 months, that's 600k, which can give you, say, 600,000 frequent flyer points. A $100 gift voucher from JB Hi-Fi costs 17,600 Qantas frequent flyer points. So if you convert 600,000 points into $100 JB Hi-Fi gift vouchers, that's around $3,500 worth of gift vouchers per year. Now, don't forget, the total cost of this is just the yearly membership of the card, and some companies even, some credit card companies will waive the first year, and there's a multitude of costs. Some might be $80 and then they go up from there. So anyway, so those maths I just used, those maths were based on a one-to-one ratio of spending $1 on your credit card and getting one Qantas frequent flyer point. But you can actually get much better than 1 point per dollar. Currently, the American Express Platinum card, as an example, gives you 3 frequent flyer points per dollar. Most frequent flyer cards also offer incentives for joining. For instance, the ANZ Black Visa card gives you 120,000 points just for joining, as long as you meet their criteria. And also when you pay your suppliers by credit card, you get up to 55 days to pay. Now, with credit cards as a general rule, you normally always get more points with American Express compared to a Visa card. However, not every supplier, of course, will accept American Express. You need to obviously check with each of your suppliers. If you're researching credit cards yourself, here are a few things to take into account. The first is, if you spend $1 on your card, how many reward points do you get? Do you get 1 point per dollar, or 1 reward point per dollar? Or do you get only half a point for every dollar you spend? Or do you get 3 points? Then the next trick the credit card companies like to play is, what is the conversion ratio of their reward points to a Qantas frequent flyer point? So what I mean by this is, if your credit card company gives you, say, 1 reward point for every dollar you spend, can these reward points be converted 1-to-1 to Qantas? Many times, this is not the case. For some credit card companies, they require 2 points for every 1 Qantas frequent flyer point, whereas other credit card companies, they've got a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, the next point is, do they have a cap on the amount of points they'll give you per statement period? Some cards, might just say 1 point per dollar, for every dollar you spend, up to, say, a maximum of 7,500 points per statement period, where other cards have no cap. And then, of course, there's the yearly cost. However, the yearly cost of the card should be well and truly paid for by cashing in the reward points. So yes, it is quite confusing trying to figure out exactly which credit card gives you the most points, and there's no one-fits-all card, as it all really comes down to how much you spend each month and how many of your suppliers will accept American Express. Many dropship suppliers will accept Visa these days, but don't write off American Express. It's always worth asking. And also, make sure you also research what other business expenses do you have, like mobile phones, software, etc., that might also accept American Express. So bottom line is, the credit cards we've chosen this year is the American Express Platinum card and the ANZ Black Visa card. But again, this won't be the perfect solution for everybody. Also, if you're researching, check out the Qantas Visa card. It's definitely worth checking that one out. And lastly, always check with your accountant about what you can personally use frequent flyer points for. That's all for this week. No matter where you're watching this, please scroll down, leave me a comment below. Until next week, list more, sell more. This is Neil Waterhouse.